Hey guys, welcome to Narcotics with NeGandhi, where we get high off conversation. Today I want to talk about women's safety in India. Some evidence shows that the crime rate against women went up around 131% last year. Ironically, India is ranked as one of the most dangerous places for women in the world. Despite the legal framework being put into place, we are not able to control crime against women. MHA has set up a new Women's Safety Division on May 28, 2018 to strengthen measures for safety of women in the country and instill greater sense of security in them through speedy and effective administration of justice in a holistic manner and by providing a safer environment for women. Safety of women in India has become a major issue in India now. The crime rates against women in the country have only risen to great extent. Women think twice before stepping out of the house, especially at night. This is unfortunately the sad reality of our country that lives in constant fear. Women's safety involves strategies, practices, and policies which aim to reduce gender-based violence or violence against women, including women's fear of crime. Women's safety involves safe spaces. How can a girl protect herself? The best way for women to protect themselves is through caution and learning self-defense techniques that can deter or fend off an attacker. It is always important to be aware of one's surroundings, particularly when walking alone or in an isolated locations such as parking garage or lots at night. Women have the right to be free from violence, harassment, and discrimination, and removing the barriers of an unsafe environment can help women fulfill their potential as individuals and as contributors to work, communities, and economies. The Indian Constitution prohibits discrimination based on sex and empowers the government to undertake special measures for them. Women's rights under the Constitution of India mainly additionally include equality, dignity, and freedom from discrimination. Additionally, India has various statutes governing the rights of women. What are the biggest problems women face today? The lack of women in positions of power, patriarchy, not enough women at the table, sexism, racism, and economic inequality, trauma-centered feminism, access to equal opportunity, the lack of respect for caregiving, and navigating career and motherhood. There are several laws that give women the power to fight adversities such as discrimination, harassment, violence, and abuse. Women's rights can be broadly classified into two categories: constitutional rights and legal rights. Now to bring women an equal footing with men, Prime Minister Narendra Modi-led NDA government has decided to raise the legal age of marriage to 21 from 18 years. According to Modi, increasing the legal age of marriage will empower girls and will help in building their careers. Women's safety in this country is a major concern and therefore should be talked about as much as possible. She is she is worshipped in this country. She is a mother, she is a sister, a grandmother, and a wife. She plays many roles, and yet she is not safe. She lives in terror and fear. She is scared to go from her house to a shop nearby at night. Women's safety is a big concern that must be addressed in a country like ours. India is definitely not the safest country for our women. For a country that has been known for worshiping gods like Durga, Lakshmi, and Kali, we clearly need to start worrying about the issues of how unsafe women have become in the country. Women of all ages are currently facing some sort of crime against their rights and are suffering in the worst ways. The more we keep letting things like this happen, the more they will continue to grow. We need to make sure that the safety of women in our country is something we talk about all the time. Only when we plan on making the most regular everyday activities for the women in our country safe will we be able to call ourselves a successful nation. Guys, it's tough for women here in India. The crimes against women in India are just too much. Rape is very big in India, and women are just not safe in India. It's a sad story, and India is the #1 country which is unsafe for women. We need to do something about this, guys. And as I mentioned, if we continue to speak about it, if we continue to do things to improve it, we can move further and we can become a safer country for women. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed my talk, and let's write some comments below. Let's talk about the safety of women. If anybody has any experiences of certain things that have happened to them, please share it in the comments below. Let's start to talk about this, and let's start to move forward on making things better for women in India. Thanks so much, guys. See you later.